Welcome to the Big Fellas. Philosophy, art, and disappointment. Now let's get into it. All right, welcome back to the Big Fellas.
Episode 14, I think.
Is it 14?
I think it's 14.
It's our thing, sure. We'll guess it's 14. I'll figure it out later.
We're around there.
So today we got Cole on the cast.
Yeah,
Big Fella's roommate again.
Returning guest.
Returning guest.
Yeah.
Before the podcast, we were talking about, well, a lot of things.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
How you think that white rap is better than black rap? But,
I mean, I don't think I would phrase it like that.
I mean,
I would say my favorite rappers tend to be white. I wouldn't say it's better.
I mean, which just really means you like shitty rap.
I mean, Mac Miller has great rap. So does Eminem. I mean, not nowadays, but he used to.
Yeah.
MGK is at the top of the bunch.
Nothing that Mac Miller has ever made is better than anything that Jay-Z has ever made.
Jay-Z's best song is what?
Jay-Z's a legend. He's a fucking iconic. P. Diddy has made better music than Mac Miller. Fucking give me some more. You know.
Yeah, let's not talk about Jay-Z's best song. Let's talk about his best songs.
Okay,
Money Cash Hose, for example.
Name me one that I would know.
No, just give him the... Yeah, what'd you just say?
One
Money Cash Hose.
Money Cash
I don't
Hose.
even know that song. How's that go? Money Cash Hose. That's how it goes. That's what I would guess.
Money Cash Hose.
That's not.
No,
that's not better than
No,
Mac Miller.
that just means that you're fucking ignorant to actual rap.
Mac Miller's insightful.
If you can't name Jay-Z's music and you...
I can only name the one deal with Alicia Keys, like
You know what I
New
mean?
York.
That's the only
Something
Jay-Z song
make
you know.
you feel brand new.
Concrete
I know that.
jungles make
No.
you feel brand
Honestly,
new.
Yeah.
you as someone, because I feel
These
like
lights will
The
inspire
song
you.
is called Concrete
you are
Jungles.
more into white rappers is because maybe you're into lyricism,
I'm into lyricism.
and to be into lyricism and not be familiar with Jay-Z's music is
I know,
just
right?
ignorant.
Now, if you were to
Right,
say
exactly,
Nas, I would agree. I know Nas is known as a lyricist. I also don't know any of his songs.
Jay-Z, he drops these iconic bops of songs, but when you look beneath the skin of it, he's dropping triple entendres that you can
Right.
just miss if you're not listening.
Right.
For example,
I want a
he
song that I
has-
can put
he
on in
has
the
a line
car
about
and go, this is
Jackie
relatable, I like
Robinson.
it.
He says, I jack, I rob, I sin. But when I push the bass, I dodge the pen. It's a whole
I mean, that
lyric
sounds nice,
about Jackie
sure.
Robinson, the first black baseball player.
Yeah.
Well,
I jack, I rob, I sin. I dodge the bass. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
baseball.
no, that's good
Right.
lyricism. But as
Right,
far
but
as
you want to sit there and say that like people like Lil Dicky are great, and Lil Dicky's a fucking chump of a rapper who doesn't even make music anymore. He's a bitch.
okay, I'm very upset he doesn't make music anymore.
No,
Very
he
upset.
fucking sucks.
No, but he was combining rap with comedy with beats. That's even more impressive.
No,
He was a lyricist in a comic fashion,
No,
which to me, super respectful. Bow down.
no, Lil Dicky, I would say he's a YouTube rapper. He's not a real rapper.
What? His first album was named Professional Rapper.
yeah, if you
Yeah,
like
no.
comedy rap, why don't you go look up epic rap battles on YouTube?
Yeah.
I
like,
love epic
exactly.
rap battles on
Oh my
YouTube.
God.
Those things are the shit.
Point fucking proven.
What? No, those are great. Who doesn't like the epic rap battles?
Like,
Oh my god.
You're going to say they're bad?
That's, I mean, yeah, I liked them when I was 13.
I mean, I like them 13 to 20, 33. They're all great. I'm not 33 yet, but when I'm 33, I will still enjoy them.
no. Fucking, they're a joke.
No,
They're-
it's
they're
That's
literally
the
a
whole
joke.
point. They're literally put on
Well,
the internet
okay.
because they're a joke.
okay, they're a joke, but they're good. Like, they're good. It's kind of like Tyler
No.
Cassidy. He writes joke songs, but they're also legit music. Froggy Fresh, Krispy Kreme. You don't know that guy?
Krispy Kreme.
Dude,
you think Krispy Kreme's a good rapper?
Krispy Kreme is a great rapper. Have you heard his Chris Watts
You see
song?
what I have to deal with
Chris
on
Watts?
like a weekly basis?
Oh my god. Why is
Killing
this
his
the
daughters, and he
podcast
made that a
I'm on?
rap
That's
song.
what I'm saying. Like, it's so hard to have to deal with this, to try and talk to someone like this about music, because he
Krispy
thinks that
Kreme.
people that do YouTube rap are the best rappers in the game.
I don't think they're any less skilled than somebody that got picked up by a
No,
label.
dude. Oh my god. Fuck.
Krispy Kreme doesn't deserve a label. No, a label shouldn't back him.
No,
like
he
you're saying.
never-
Talking
he-
about Krispy
He
Kreme.
never
Froggy
should
Fresh.
get a label, and he doesn't even deserve the views that he gets
He's
on YouTube.
amazing.
No.
His song "Boyfriend," amazing. No,
Oh my god.
I don't know why you guys like. I seen. I don't like. Oh, he's great.
Embarrassing. You're embarrassing.
I mean, I can agree that like Hopkins good. I mean, he's not as good as like MGK or Atmosphere.
Oh my god.
But he's good.
You think MGK is better than Hopson?
MGK raps his ass
oh my
off,
god, dude.
and he can play other instruments. He's multi-talented.
like
What?
Cole doesn't even like Hopson, and I bet you can agree Hopson's better than MGK.
Yeah, well,
All day.
Who's your favorite rapper, Cole?
my favorite rapper?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I mean, I like probably like 2000s to 2015 was really my
So
era.
name one. If you had to pick one,
right
who's
now.
the king?
Well, we mentioned Jay-Z. I like his lyricism. 50 Cent has a million good songs, and he's a real life gangster.
None of them are better than Eminem. Neither of them. Eminem has both of them beat. Stan?
Like we said earlier.
Have you seen
okay,
8 Mile?
Eminem could have taken the win and retired as just a legend in the industry. But instead, he dragged his career on way
Okay.
too long, and now he's releasing music that people don't even like.
I agree. He's like a UFC fighter that was on top and then just kept going and got his ass beat. I agree. But you're bringing up rappers that are in his era. So in that era, Eminem beats them.
No, because
50 Cent's better
That's
than Eminem
different.
at that time?
no, like he was established at that time. I don't know. I'm not like I haven't researched rap beefs. I'm
Neither
not,
have
like, a
we.
historian or anything like that. But no, like they're incomparable because Eminem has songs
Right.
about being a father, and 50
Right.
Cent has songs about beating people up at clubs.
Right.
You
I don't
can't
think they're
really put them
incomparable.
in the same category, even though they were at
Yeah,
the same
like-
time. One of them was gangster rap, and the other was really lyrical. And honestly, at that time, I like them both.
So what about what's the guy that Metro Boomin wants some more, nigga? Young
That's
Savage.
Metro Boomin
No,
that
young-
says
I-
that, and he
I know.
produces
I was
beats.
thinking of the song,
He
though.
thinks Metro Boomin is
No,
a
no,
rapper.
no, 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 I
He's a-
don't. No, I don't.
He
No,
produces
I
beats.
don't. I was just having to say that to my head to get Young Savage or
Oh,
21
God.
Savage, because that's how his
21
song that I love starts.
Oh my god.
Young Savage, why you rapping
I
so
mean,
hard? Why you
he's
trapping
got,
so hard?
He's
Why
got
you
song
got a
that I
12
like.
car garage?
How many somethings you got? A lot.
Yeah, he's
It's
British.
called
though.
A Lot.
Yeah.
The song is called A Lot.
Is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
21 Savage.
Yeah.
A Lot
A
is
Lot.
the name.
Why you rapping so? Yeah, it's a good song.
It's
It's
called-
dope.
no,
it's hard.
it's
no, we're talking about
ass.
different songs.
No, that goes hard.
He thinks
Why you
21.
trapping so
He
hard?
Like
You're
20.
talking
Why you
about a
got a
different
12
song
car
than me.
garage?
How are we gonna go from talking about Eminem and 50 Cent to someone like 21 Savage? 21 Savage is a
Because
joke.
we were talking about gangster rap, and I think he makes good gangster rap. Or Polo G. Like, I don't like the shit that's so hard
Polo
it's
G,
unenjoyable.
the guy that does Pop Out. I pop out at your party. I'm with the gang, the one
That's
I
a
play.
good song.
He thinks that's gangster rap. Pop out at your party.
What?
I'm with the gang.
What?
No,
I mean-
it's like mumbly rap.
Okay, then gangster rap sucks.
It's almost pop. His Polo G is almost pop.
Good rap should be almost pop.
You clearly don't like rap.
I mean, maybe not. I think
Yeah.
country is pretty
You
dope.
Clearly, yeah, no.
You don't like country?
No, you
Do you like
clearly-
any
mean-
country, Cole?
Yeah, I like some old country, like Johnny
What?
Cash.
You also
has
like
some
old
decent
rap.
songs.
Johnny Cash isn't country.
You know how people say they can
That's
old
Johnny Cash
soul?
isn't country.
I'd say that's like oldies.
You have an
I
old
would
soul.
put that into like the oldies category.
I bet
not
you
the
like
country.
rocking chairs, don't you?
Rocking
Yeah, you're
chairs.
like, this thing really just it hits right the way it just goes back and forth in the wind. You seem like a rocking chair kind of guy.
Like he likes to sit in rocking chairs.
Yeah, like he likes the
Do you
wooden
see
ones.
Oh yeah,
rocking chairs
because we have
around
so
here?
many of those in our
Not
house.
because he couldn't afford a nice one. Because he knows that the nice ones have that right creak. You know, like when you go back and forth, you can hear the wood grinding. Creak.
No, I feel
That's the one
like
you're
What
looking
is
for.
wrong
I
with
feel
you?
like you're using some dumbass metaphor to try and justify your poor taste in music right now.
I mean, I said best rappers. He was like, well, in the 1940s. Well, he might have said the 80s. But like he was like, well, a long time ago. Right now, who's the best rapper? Right now,
this is
still
embarrassing.
making music that is relevant. Best.
Best rapper alive right now, Kevin Gates, hands down.
I mean, yeah, I'm
No-
excited for new Kevin Gates music.
Kevin, I could play you.
You're out of your mind.
I could play you 100 Kevin Gates songs, and none of those songs you would sit there and be like, that song was bad.
I only know 2 of his songs. If he was good, I'd know more than 2. I only know 2 because you showed them to
it's
me.
because you're ignorant to the rap game and you don't listen to
The
rap
rap
music.
game.
Yeah,
All right,
like
I also want to make a point here that you asked me about right now, who's making the best music right now, and there's a trend right now that I don't really like, where we've got
No,
like metronomes.
Whoa.
It's
What's
not
the trend?
right now
What's wrong
anymore.
with metronomes?
no, you don't like the trend from like 2 years ago. It's drastically changed. Like mumble rap has died off. Like it's not
Right,
like
there's
Lil.
no more mumble
Yeah,
rap.
mumble rap
like
died.
Lil
Still like
Uzi,
mumble rap.
Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, they aren't prominent anymore.
Lil
You know what I
Uzi was
mean?
dope.
Mm.
Love Lil Uzi. Love Lil Uzi. What we were
mean-
at the house the other day. You're like,
No,
yeah,
I
Lil
mean
Uzi
I,
goes
I
hard.
do like some of his songs,
No, it
but
sounds
he's
like
not
what
like
you're into is hip hop.
yeah. He's
Yeah,
not
I'm kind
a
of
rap
into
guy.
hip
He's
hop.
a
I mean,
pop
straight
guy.
rap. If there's not a good hook and a chorus
Yeah,
and something that I can get like,
I bet you
get
like
down to and
I bet
repeat,
you
I
like,
don't like it.
I bet you like Miley Cyrus's music.
I do.
Exactly. Point proven.
Party in the USA, banger. Yeah, Jolene, banger.
yeah.
That's just a
exactly.
cover, but it's a banger.
And I bet you don't even know the name of her one rap song.
She has a
rap song.
It's 23.
No, I don't know the name of that.
Exactly.
That's because it probably sucked.
It's 23. Like it's about Michael Jordan.
Wrecking Ball.
It's on a-
That's some legit stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you clearly know very little about rap.
Okay, well,
How did we go from rap to wrecking ball?
I mean, it's
Yeah, no.
hip hoppy.
No,
All right,
you-
well, connoisseurs of rap. Let's talk comedy. Favorite comedians. Cole.
Bill Burr is hilarious.
I cannot disagree. Who's your number one? Is Bill Burr for you?
No, Tom.
Not you. Bill Burr's your number one.
He's the first one that came to mind, but we brought up Bert Kreischer. He's also hilarious.
Say number one comic. Who is it for you?
You're asking number ones, and that's a really hard thing
Top
to
3
do.
in any
I
order. You don't got
already
to put them in
named
order.
2.
So Bill Burr, Burt.
Bert Kreischer, I named. Oh, who's the one who got accused of masturbating in clubs?
Louis C.K. Okay,
Yeah.
I agree. I really
But I
love
want to
your lineup.
also add Hannibal Buress.
Okay, I
Yeah,
love
he's
your
very
lineup.
good.
Funny.
I
Yeah.
would say Burris is better than Burt Kreischer.
I don't know.
His just writing. Your 3. What's
mean-
your 3?
I would put Tom.
It's crazy he makes it in your top 3.
Yeah, Tom Segura, Bill Burr, and then probably like Bo Burnham, dude. I
Okay.
loved me some Bo Burnham.
I don't.
dude.
As a stand-up, he's okay.
Bo Burnham. Like there was like a year where he smashed it and then he like fell off hella hard. But that year,
He had one good year. Yeah.
yeah, like that year,
He basically had a special that was
killed
fire.
it. Yeah, like he smashed it that one year.
Mine is probably Louis C.K. is number 1.
He's so funny.
He's Louis C.K.'s to
Yeah.
me the best of the best. I'm not gonna put Dave Chappelle in. I know he deserves a spot, but he's just too
No.
iconic.
I've never been into Dave Chappelle. I
He's
think
funny, but he's been telling the
Yeah.
same jokes for a
yeah,
long time.
and I think skit comedy is like the worst
Well,
type
no,
of
have you
comedy
seen, have you
ever.
seen his Netflix stand-ups?
His stand-up is great.
I don't think they're that great, honestly.
I
I think Tom is better than fucking.
He's got
Dave Chappelle.
a lot of I'm famous and I got a lot of money
Yeah.
jokes, which aren't that funny.
My top 3, I gotta disclude the older guys like Bill Hicks and George Carlin. Otherwise, my guys won't make the top 3. But recently, my top 3 are Louis C.K. number 1. He's the king, and then it's probably like Mark Normand. I think that's more because he has my kind of style, and then Nate Bargatze.
By your kind of style, you mean shitty?
I haven't heard of either of those.
More
other
like
two
setup
guys.
punch, setup punch. You should look them up. Mark Normand and Nate Bargatze are great, but also Bill Burr.
No,
is hard not to put into that category.
I'm familiar with Nate Bargatze and that guy Andrew Schultz you showed me.
Oh God, Schultz! I forgot
far
about
better
Schultz.
than Nate Bargatze.
You're right. I forgot
all
about
day.
Schultz.
Andrew Schultz is funny.
Andrew
I need to have
Schultz,
5.
way
I need
better.
5. I need 5. I can't do it in 3.
Well, regardless, even if you do 5,
Schultz is better.
You got to put Schultz above.
I agree.
Bargatze
Schultz is better.
all
Schultz
day.
is.
Yeah,
he's on
like-
the edge, man. Like he
like,
just says anything.
He smashes, dude.
He smashes. He's
yeah,
very good.
like that bathroom joke with the lights. Like I showed you that one, right? Where like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
with the lights out in the bathroom.
Stuck in the
Dude, that was
That's
amazing.
not even a joke.
It
Like,
wasn't
he went
even
to a
joke.
club
He was
and
just
he
ad-libbing
improv'd
it.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just ad lib that whole fucking scene.
That was a
It
masterpiece.
Was amazing.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I don't see Nate Bargatze doing that bullshit.
No, okay. So Louis, Bill Burr, Andrew Schultz. Those are my three.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Yeah.
I would love to put Joe Rogan there because I love Joe Rogan.
His
but his
stand-up is
stand-up-
shitty.
It's not shitty. The third time I watch it, I start to go, okay. It's a very thinking stand-up where most
His
stand-up is not like
iconic
that.
joke is like, jerk off and smoke weed and you'll go to bed.
No, his most iconic joke is there's more tigers in captivity in Texas than in wild.
No,
West
his
world.
That's
the
not
way,
even a joke.
My
though.
problem
It
is
'cause
with
he's
his
like,
jokes.
No, listen. Because he's like, a guy in Texas gets a tiger, right? And a rich guy gets tiger. And his neighbor's like, well, I'm not going to let that faggot out tiger me. I'm going to get more tigers. He said it better. But
No.
that's his joke. And
My
to me,
thing
that's
with
his-
Joe
one of
is
the best.
is his jokes are like, have you seen a tiger? I'm yelling into the mic right now. Am I not funny to you?
You're unreal.
Listen to me.
You can
I'm
be
so funny.
down
And I'm
here's
sit-
going to be
And
better.
I'm sitting there like, this isn't funny strictly because you're screaming on stage.
No, I
This
agree.
isn't funny. Why are you screaming right now?
He's very
This isn't-
intellectual.
This isn't funny. Oh, you want me to be intellectual? I'll be intellectual. I can scream about the universe.
All right, I'm going to give
And
a
it's
small
like,
shout out to one of my
this
open
is
mic
shitty.
comics. I want to run this by Cole. So it's one of my favorite open mic jokes I've heard recently. I wish I knew his name. I'm sorry. No one's going to see this, but I'm sorry. His joke was, so have you guys ever heard the myth that cum has LSD in it? You ever heard that? Like cum has acid in
What are
it?
you talking about?
You ever heard this? Is joke.
Clearly does not have acid.
You ever heard that? You ever heard the myth, the theory that cum has LSD in it? Well, I won't fall for that again. To me, that's hilarious. I feel like it deserved more laugh than what you gave me.
All right, I got one similar track. Do you think having a small penis is a problem?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. My girlfriend keeps telling me it's not, but I wish she didn't have one.
That's
No,
funny.
that's good. Whose joke is that? That's tight.
I don't know. I just
That's
heard
a
that
good
one,
joke.
like, a long time ago.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, no, I'm definitely not a big Joe Rogan stand-up guy. I do his podcast a little bit.
His podcast is great. I mean, it's number one in the world, so we're not ones
Yeah,
to judge
I mean,
it.
But a lot of the podcasts, like I get bored like halfway through, and it's like, fuck it, I'm.
Well, yeah, but then other people don't because they're smart. So
Oh yeah, that's the case.
you don't think that's not the case?
No, I just think that the conversation falls off, and it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go watch some Rocket League videos.
Maybe,
and
but how
fall
often is
asleep.
like an astrophysicist and you're like, I don't care about the propulsion of 0G into a vacuum?
I mean, well, those ones I watch all the way through.
yeah, I do too.
Yeah, but like,
It's like I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but I'm like, this is.
well, like the
interesting.
one with Tom Green. Tom Green's hilarious. The
I fell off
conversation,
too, yeah.
conversation shitty.
But my favorite ones are his comedian friends. Like when he has Tom,
Yeah,
Bert, or Joey Diaz on there.
you know,
That's great.
I really hate the ones where he has like 4 or 5 people on.
Too many.
Those
Yeah,
suck.
too many.
And I really don't like the ones with Eddie Bravo. I'm not a big.
I like
Bravo
Eddie,
guy.
but I think 3 is for any podcast. I think 3 is the number.
Yeah,
3 is good banter. 4, too many people are over talking.
yeah.
3, you can kind of get the balance.
But the ones with Eddie Bravo, it's like Eddie Bravo's a fucking retard.
Do you guys like conspiracies? What's a conspiracy you believe in? We'll do a round table. 9/11. Do you think that was a hoax?
No.
Do you think that was the government crashing buildings
No,
into
I
the
think it
American
was a
people?
bunch of assholes flying planes.
I don't think it was a hoax either. What do you think? What's your conspiracy? You like that one's probably. It's probably.
I like
legit.
that one. I like that one. But no, like aliens have definitely made contact.
Okay, actually, fuck the round table. You don't think it's weird that in a COVID bill they like scrunched in? You guys got to tell us about aliens.
I
Like
didn't
the
know about
Senate,
that.
yeah, in a COVID bill.
I didn't know about
Yeah,
that.
in one of the COVID bills, they said the Pentagon has to release their data on UFOs, and
Oh,
they
that's
did.
weird.
And then once they did that, they said, "Well, we do have proof or evidence of flying saucers." from otherly planets, is what they said. And basically, they were like, "There's materials that we've discovered that aren't from this planet."
Yeah, that's stupid.
Do you believe the Pentagon, or do you think they're just trying to like cover up COVID? I mean, why would they release that? They said, "Yes, we've found crap. We've recovered crafts."
I want to talk about something that's not a conspiracy, something that really happened.
Like what?
The CIA kidnapped children in like the 50s or 60s.
Oh,
It was
like-
a Project Sunshine.
Oh, what about
what
the
they
one,
do with those children?
What about the one? What's that fucking show on Netflix? The Netflix show with the bald fucking chick named 11. What's that dumbass
Stranger
show?
Things.
Yeah, what's that based off of?
The acid programs.
Yeah.
What's it called?
You know about that?
Yeah.
They used to give kids acid and be like, "This will give them superpowers."
Yeah, like they like kidnapped a bunch
What
of
was
kids
it?
that
yeah,
were like
that's how
smart.
they got the kids. They dressed up like parents.
What
and they
was the
went to
name
these
of it?
playgrounds.
It's like Project something, like Project Millennium or some bullshit like that.
They thought acid might give you superpowers.
Yeah,
or
they were like,
something.
if we take
LSD
really
Project
smart,
government ad.
if we take like a bunch of really smart kids and then dope them up on drugs, maybe they'll have superpowers, and then they just like die.
MK Ultra.
MK Ultra, yeah, the MK Ultra projects, yeah, that's
Dude,
kind of what you're talking about.
What lucky kids.
And back in the
You know what I
Obama
mean?
They
administration-
died.
Well, I mean, until that.
Okay,
But like,
the
it was
Obama
like, here's these great
administration,
things.
They signed on this law where we can release drone strikes on American soil.
Well, that's
So,
probably shouldn't have been
If
signed into
we
law.
are trying to ever uprise against our government,
Like
with-
we had
like
to
with the
do,
Trump thing.
Yeah.
Well, that was a little odd because no one had weapons or anything. We were
Well, they
trying to
had like
overthrow the government.
they had like
were-
spears, like as if we're like primitive people.
Do you know what's crazy?
that,
Is
like,
like
fight with spears?
they put a law in the Constitution, like right to
No,
bear
but
arms, and
say
that
we
no,
do
that was in
have
the
to actually
Constitution.
overthrow the government like we did in 1776.
That's
How
what
are we
I'm
supposed
saying.
to do it?
That's what I'm saying.
When
They
can
put it in the
drone strike us.
But that's what I'm saying. They put in the Constitution right to bear arms so we could fight against a government that came after us. But like now,
They put in like a counter
even
law
and they're
that
like,
says that
no
we can drone strike
AKs
said
and no,
people.
but they're like no AR-51s. Even if I have
What
those.
the fuck is an AR-51?
AR-15, sorry,
This
AR-15.
fucking guy.
Whatever, I fucked up the numbers.
It's
a gun, it's a semi-automatic.
Just
Anyway, but say they like you can't have those guns. But even if we did, the government has so much more advanced technology.
and guns.
Like who has jets? If we had a private army, who would have a jet that could drop bombs?
Texas.
yeah.
Texas.
There's someone in Texas with a jet, I bet.
And tigers. Dude, we could
Yeah.
drop tigers from jets.
All right, you know what's crazy? In Texas,
Just drop tigers on the White
you
House.
can drive your tank down the street with an active gun.
What's Nate's joke? He's like,
Oh,
Texas
the
is
guy
kind
that
of
sucks
real
that we
life
already
Grand
agree that
Theft
sucks.
Auto.
Yeah, that guy.
You can
No, he
literally
doesn't suck.
drive a tank down the street with a gun as long as it's not one that tears up the roads.
no, Nate was talking about guns and tigers, and he was like, I mean, why would you even want a gun when you have a tiger? You're like, I have a gun, it misses all the time. My tiger barely misses, hardly ever. And if it does, it's only for a second.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, that's how Trump should have done it. Got all the tiger people together
Right?
to fight against the
dude,
government.
I think if he would have pardoned Joe Exotic, he might have won again.
I mean, just think how much backlash the government would have gotten if people would have fought with tigers and then we killed all the tigers. Then, like, all the PETA people would have been like, what the fuck?
Dude,
You just shot a bunch of tigers.
There was a war between U.S. and Germany where wolves were killing so many fucking people. They were like, all right, let's pause the war. We're going to kill the wolves, and then we'll go back to killing each other. Like, these wolves are jacking us.
That's
It's not
crazy.
fair. Yeah, there was a ceasefire between two nations. I think it was Germany and U.S. because wolves were just jacking bitches.
That wouldn't happen with modern firearms.
Right.
No, we would jack wolves.
Isn't that crazy? Like, access to guns is so easy here. You can go to a shooting range, say, I want
Yeah.
that gun on your wall. And
Like
3
right
days
now-
later, you have it.
Right now,
I bought a
walking through
gun
the
at
woods,
Walmart.
walking through the woods with a semi-automatic, you're not that worried about animals. Walking
Right.
through the woods with a musket, bro,
That's scary.
I hope I don't see a bear.
You got
I got
wolf.
one shot.
Shit, a musket? I hope I don't see a bunny.
Right?
That bunny will
scariest
fuck me
thing
up.
About a wolf is not that wolf. It's that there are wolves here.
Yeah, exactly. If you see one, it's like roaches. You see one, there's more.
Right. But yeah, like if I have a musket, I ain't gonna be able to kill anything with a musket.
Right?
Shit.
One shot? Dude, if it's coming at me.
Right.
Dude, they're so bad.
If
For
if it
wars,
was-
we used to get in line.
If it was me versus two squirrels that really wanted to fuck me up, and I had a musket, those squirrels would probably fuck me up.
Can you imagine being like the Revolutionary War? We're like, let's go to war, and then you stand in line.
And then a squirrel fucks you up.
I mean, maybe, but just I'd rather fuck a squirrel. I would fuck a squirrel. No.
I bet you
But
would.
say you stand in line, and you're like, all right, you shoot first. What? What do you mean? I'm going to sit here with a loaded gun and go, you first.
Like
Are you kidding
Like
me?
you think they had like team captains that came out and like flipped the coin?
Flip the coin. Yeah.
Like, okay, we'll take the kickoff. We'll take the first shoot off. You guys get second
And the
shoot
blue
off.
team's like, fuck.
Fuck, dude. And then it's like
And
a halftime.
they would even count off. They'd be like, 3, 2, 1, fire!
I feel like it might be some trickery. Like 3. Like
Maybe.
we don't even get to 1.
Because if it was on the number, I'd be like, all right, as soon as they say 2, everybody drop.
right, everybody
drop.
just dug.
You know what I mean? So there had to be trickery. Otherwise,
Right.
they're like, but there used to be honor. There's no honor in getting shot in the face.
Well, see,
Like, what if you don't die? You're just shot in the face.
Yeah, it's not like we're the Japanese. We don't have
What?
honor. What the
There's no-
fuck?
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about?
That's
honor?
why we ended up
how
winning the war.
American Revolution went.
Yeah, we
Right.
started doing. We were
Because
like honor bullshit
old-timey
gorilla.
War was you agree to show up somewhere. It's like, okay, kind of like a large scale duel.
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
Right.
you got your guys, I got my guys. We agreed on guns.
Yep.
Time to
Right.
fight.
And we started winning because they were like, show up here at 2:00. We're like, show up there at 2:00. And they
then
show
we're
up
there
and
at
we're
10.
like, out of the bushes. Just fucking shot them. And they're like, that's not fair.
We've already
Right.
scoped
Whatever.
them by the time they show up, and then we
Right.
get 3 guys to be like the counter. And
Tricky
we're like,
shit. I mean,
you brought 3 guys, then while they're all standing, we shoot them.
now I'm be honest. I don't know how true that is, but I did watch the movie Patriot like 4 times, and that's how I think the war went down. That's the only thing I have. I liked
think about
history, but
We had less trained soldiers. We had older guns. We didn't have as much ammunition
Yeah,
or
right?
backup. But we won.
and like they were merry bitches that would like drink tea and have like ink on their mouth. They'd be like, "That's a good joke." At least that happened in the movie. I don't know if that's a real thing.
You know what my brother told me? He's a history major, so I trust it. He said that originally America didn't want to be their own country. They just wanted representation in British
yeah,
Parliament.
no, that's all we wanted.
Right.
We wanted like representation for if you're going to tax us, we want to be represented.
Yeah, that's what
And they were
that
like,
means,
no.
taxation
And then we were
without
like, well, we're going to let
representation.
thousands of us die.
They just
that's-
wanted to put some American people in the parliament to make the decisions.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, nobody believed we'd win this war. Like, nobody. British was like, whatever. And we
Wouldn't it-
were like, doubt it. And we did it anyway.
Wouldn't it be fucked up if, like, even to this day, like, the British still didn't, like, recognize our independence? You know what I mean? Sort of like the whole, like, issue with, like, China and Taiwan. Like, China thinks that Taiwan is a part of China, and the Taiwanese people are like, no, we're independent.
The other
China's
crazy
like,
part
"No,
is
you're not."
we were about to lose that shit until France rolled in.
Now,
We
I'm
were
not
like, thank you,
positive
France.
about
But now
this,
we hate French people.
But I'm
we're like,
pretty
they don't even
sure that
shower.
Ironclad ships were invented in the American Revolution.
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
I'm not very well versed in my American Revolution.
But I know we had a shitty navy during the
Just
revolution.
imagine that if all the ships that you've ever had were wooden, and then
Right.
someone shows up with a metal one.
I don't think that's true
I don't know.
because I know we had a shit army in the shit navy in the revolution, and then France had to come in and bail us out with their good naval arsenal.
I don't know. I wish we had a computer person.
I
to
wish
look
we
up
could throw
history.
tea over the fucking thing right now. You know,
I wish I could throw tea at anybody right
be like,
now.
fuck COVID and just throw tea over.
Make some tea.
I
and
wi-
then
I
knock
wish
on
I
the
could just
neighbor's
like
door.
see some guy in the parking lot and be like, fuck you," and hit him with like.
Do you
some
think those
tea.
guys kicked in tea and then the fish were like, fuck yeah?
I never thought
I'm
about
super
the fish
aggressive
in
now.
wildlife.
Right? Like so much caffeine. They're like, what's caffeine? Oh, it's like Coke.
You
It's
think
like
they
Coke
fished
for
up some
fish.
shellfish later and they tasted really good? They
Do you think
tasted
like fish
tea?
were coming and sucking it up and then going to other fish, be like, give me some food and I'll
Like-
sell this to you?
all the great all the great whites in New England were like, "Oh shit, what is this? I'm all hopped up."
And that's why they're known to be aggressive.
That's
if they're
why
not aggressive, they just had a lot of caffeine.
Right. That's why the movie Jaws came to be. It was just hyped up on caffeine.
Tea in the harbor, yeah.
Right. He's just all hopped up on caffeine.
It hit a main current, yeah.
Isn't that crazy that as modern as we are, the most efficient way to send shit is just boats?
I mean,
no, I think the most efficient way is planes, just not financially efficient.
Because you can put
horrifically inefficient.
No, you can put so much
They're
more
fast,
shit on.
though.
No, but you could put so much more shit on a boat.
But if I just need one thing and I need it here now, I ordered something from China. It took like 3 months.
but
My
that
desk,
came
remember
on a
the
boat.
desk I told you? It took forever.
With probably 2,000 people's other orders.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I'm
fuck
saying.
those
They probably
peoples.
had like tons and tons of other shit.
Well, no. I mean, I think the boat...
There was probably a plane on that boat that got delivered.
The boat is the ocean train. It's an ocean train.
As
That's
modern
what it
as
is.
we
Train
are,
of the
we
ocean.
should try and build those. Imagine if we had like undersea magnet trains.
I think if it was undersea, they'd be very slow because water has a lot of resistance.
And it would probably be fucked up.
Yeah,
because
but there
the
would
ocean
be water
gets pretty
in the
deep.
tubes.
What we need is Elon to dig a hole through the earth, like all the way through.
Yeah, we need mega billionaires like that
Yeah.
to build undersea magnet tubes.
Is
for these
Elon not
trains.
amazing? Like the shit he's doing, it's like,
If
bro.
anyone actually is a time traveler, he's got to be the
Like, who's more impressive? Jeff Bezos? I don't think so.
I
He's not
think-
doing anything as creative as Elon.
Well, you
I
know,
think
he's
in-
richer than him now.
Right, yeah.
Whatever.
Like in the year
No,
2020.
Elon Musk is richer than Jeff Bezos.
Oh, is
now.
he?
Yeah, like
oh, wow.
and that happened in like the year 2020 and it was drastic. Like he was like the 22nd richest person and then 2020 rolled around and he became number
You
one.
want to know something really funny?
He went from 22nd to number 1.
Here's something that's crazy. Jeff Bezos got a divorce, and his wife immediately became the richest woman in the world.
Yeah.
Like,
works, but-
he lost half his shit.
No.
She's the richest woman in the world, and he's still the
But
richest man.
that's just sort of how divorces
close.
work. But no,
Well, I
but,
guess,
But what's
but-
super crazy is that he was like the 22nd richest man, and then in 1 year became the first. He skipped 22nd,
Bro.
22
Boring
places.
company, Tesla, solar company, going to Mars, SpaceX.
Okay, and how
the
many
fuck-
of those? How many times have you been to any of those websites
You're
and
right.
purchased anything?
From Jeff Bezos?
No, from fucking Elon Musk.
Oh, nothing. But I mean, his
Exactly.
target
Point
audience is
proven.
not fucking line cooks. His target audience is people that are above the line. Like, he could get maybe 20,000 from me tops. You go to a rich guy, you can get 100,000 all day.
Yeah, I forgot that you just have 20 grand to throw around.
I got good credit. I could go get a
Yeah, you
$20 car
should
right now.
buy $20,000 worth of flamethrowers,
I mean, I would if I could afford it, I think.
and then we
That's a
could
good
start our
investment.
own revolution.
Dude, we could just burn the government. Imagine if we stormed the Capitol
Imagine
with
if the
20,000
people that
flamethrowers.
stormed the Capitol had flamethrowers.
Dead.
See,
And
instead of
Elon Musk would be
spears.
like, they're not even flamethrowers. They're just
Yeah,
roof
we're-
extinguishers.
This will definitely be
Shit,
removed
if you're
from
not
YouTube.
a criminal, you can make bombs and flamethrowers and whatever. But when you start committing any sort of crimes, if you ever get your house searched, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep it at your
The
house.
information's not illegal. It's very hard to make information illegal. It's not illegal to know something.
Right.
Is it?
No.
What if you know aliens exist? Do you think the government would be like, I mean,
Someone
it might not
might
be
come and
illegal, but I'm
shoot
still
you.
locking you the fuck up.
But there's
Right.
no law that justifies that. They're just acting of their own accord.
Secret laws. Do you think there's secret laws?
Yeah,
Like the government's like, these are the
absolutely.
laws, but like, we want these are laws too, but we're not going to tell anyone.
If you see
Yeah, like-
something
They're
that
broken,
you weren't supposed to see,
Snowden-
you're just going to suicide.
Snowden is like gonna get convicted of a bunch of
Jeffrey
secret-
Epstein, he died of secret laws.
yeah, they're gonna get Snowden definitely.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
never going to get Snowden.
I mean, they'll probably never get him unless
He's in
he.
asylum. He's not coming back. He ain't stupid.
Isn't that crazy that we found out about the NSA and all this, and then only a few years later we're finding out how much big corporations are tracking us and using that?
Isn't it crazy we found out about the NSA and everyone's basically just like, well,
Just forgot about it.
Well,
I
But
mean,
there's
what?
an interesting documentary on Netflix about how, basically how people were saying that the election was hacked by Russians and whatever.
Right.
It was actually this one company who was just really zoned in on the data collection. They had something like 5,000 data points on these users.
right.
And then they advertised to these users who were swing voters to vote for Donald Trump.
Right.
and then it was said to be super illegal, past tense, and the whole company shut itself down.
I mean, I believe it.
And then it was come to find out it wasn't the first election they had meddled with. And then something like it was labeled weapons grade information or something.
Speaking of
like
election, who was happy Biden won over Trump out of the three?
No, they were both fucking idiots.
Yeah,
that.
but
I'm so
Biden's...
disappointed once again. Why do we always pick from the shittiest people?
Right.
No, I agree, that's horrible.
Yeah,
but
like-
Biden's passing money for me, so it's like,
Yeah.
for now...
Well, Donald Trump actually committed a crime. It's
What
so
crime
funny
did
that
he
he
do?
got off.
What did he do?
I mean, he incited violence against the
No, he
United
didn't.
States government.
No,
Oh my
he
God.
said it in like a
No.
gray area where he said
No,
we have to be
no,
strong
there's-
against the
No,
government.
There's-
no.
He didn't
dude,
say, let's go
there's
burn the
no-
Capitol.
Audio from this one
No, you so
politician,
ignorant.
the governor of wherever or something like that he was calling in, who was basically asking him to overturn his vote count.
He
Yes.
said basically
He was
asking him.
basically begging for
But he
12,000
says shit in
votes.
like gray areas where it's like we need to show our strength in this time, so people go rush the Capitol. He
He
incited
said-
violence,
Dude,
kinda.
His
No, he said to
lawyer,
this
his
governor
lawyer
guy-
said we need to have trial by combat. His own lawyer
I didn't hear that.
said we need to have trial by
did.
combat.
I can't
in
believe a
that
lawyer
exact
said that.
spec.
A lawyer said that, not Trump.
It was Giuliani. Fucking Rudy Giuliani is his lawyer and said that in the same speech
for the first
Wow.
time
that he
in
was
something
having.
like
Said we
100
need to
years.
have trial by combat. And Trump said we need to march to the Capitol. I will be there with you and we need to show our strength.
Okay, I agree with trial by combat, but I think
What?
Trump needs to get in the ring.
You agree with trial by combat?
I mean, not with the
Because
citizens.
that's how we do things nowadays.
No, but if
yeah,
you-
we just fucking fuck each other up
It'd be super
because
interesting.
we're a bunch of savage fucking tribal people.
No, but I don't think
Like, what the
I don't think
fuck?
you should go Republicans go fight Democrats. I think you should go, okay, our leader Republican Trump
No,
should go fight Biden.
What? You think that we should have combat champions?
Okay,
decided
no, I
for
don't
our
think that's the
leaders?
best way. I do think that'd be the most.
fuck?
Would that not be the most interesting? Do you even trust votes? I vote and I
would
see
be
the votes
so
and I'm like, I don't
stupid.
even know if that's true. But
That
if
would
I
be
saw,
so stupid.
if I,
What kind of world do you want to live in where you think that we should have the two people running for president to have a physical combat
well,
against each other to
I'm
to
just
determine
saying, do you really-
who's better?
who knows
What?
if votes are really real? I
Like,
don't.
what?
But if Trump cuts off Biden's head, or Biden cuts off Trump's head,
Then he should go to prison for murder.
exactly, we need a
Like
new
what the
president.
fuck? But for you to say like, oh, the
Okay.
things you were saying was in a gray area. Clearly, you haven't looked.
They
at the
were in a
things that
gray
he
area.
actually
You said his lawyer. I saw his quotes, and
No.
they were
Oh, you
to
saw
be
his
interpreted.
quotes from who? Steven Crowder or some other heavily Republican source
It was
that
like
probably finesses
No,
said
it
quotes?
was like New
No,
York
he
Times
said
or
to this
something.
governor guy, "Come on, I just need 12,000 votes."
Dude,
He was literally begging for votes
I
to
saw-
overturn a state.
I saw
Well,
the
that's
Google
fucked up.
searches that your fucking girlfriend was doing at the time.
That's
about-
not my Google searches.
this
But
isn't fair.
about
This
the
isn't fair.
about the Georgia election bullshit. How he reached out to the Georgia governor and asked him to
I didn't even know about this.
Yes, he reached out to the Georgia governor and was like, "Look, I need 12,000 more votes,
Right.
and I need you to find these votes for me."
Mm-hmm.
That's why they recounted all the votes in Georgia because Trump reached out to the governor
Sounds
of
like
Georgia.
a good businessman. You just want to make sure everything's X. I need 12,000. You should recount these.
No, he was basically like,
No, I'm kidding,
Look,
I'm kidding,
dude,
I'm kidding."
we're supposed to be homies. I need you to find 12,000 more votes for
Oh.
me." And then he's the governor of Georgia sitting there like, that's not really how this works.
I mean,
He
I'm
says
kidding.
some
I'm a
shit
fan
like-
of unemployment and stimulus,
He
so
says
I'm
some
not
shit
talking
like,
shit.
This is good
No.
for you. If I get reelected, I'll remember this. And then later he's
probably is
like, "Well,
good.
this will be bad for you if I
Yeah.
get reelected." You know.
yeah, like
I mean, I'm not saying he's a good guy. But I'm just saying if him and Biden were to get into a fight for the presidency, I would not watch. Would you guys not watch if they said, for whatever reason, fight to the death between Trump and Biden for
They would
president?
never say
what
that.
kind of world
If-
are you living in?
If they did,
What
would
the
you
fuck?
watch? I bet both of you would stream it
Yes.
illegally. You
If
wouldn't even pay
they
for it.
Had a presidential fight.
like
to
a
the death.
celebrity
Watch it.
boxing
And
match?
I
No,
guarantee
not like Gladiator.
No one would
You
have
get to
to
pick a
pay
weapon.
for it. It would be a national pastime.
But
It
would
be
you
free.
watch it?
This is so
Would
stupid.
you watch
Yes,
it?
we would watch it. But
And
that's
what
never gonna
weapon
happen.
do you think Trump would pick?
Shut up.
Like what the fuck do you mean? Just pick a bazooka and win. Like what
No,
the
no,
fuck
no.
are
It
we
has to be
talking about
melee
right now?
weapons.
Oh, a
A
humane
melee
weapon?
weapon?
Yeah, melee.
How about
A
a military
humane
grade
No,
melee
no,
helicopter?
no,
weapon?
not humane. Melee does not have to be humane.
A military grade helicopter is what Donald Trump would pick.
Yeah,
melee,
just-
melee.
That's
just-
melee. He'll run over you with it.
I mean,
Yeah, just get a fucking Humvee.
Then I
and
pick
hit
a
him
tank.
with the fucking
I mean-
Hummer. Like, the fuck are you
No,
talking about?
hand-
yeah, but Joe
handheld melee
Biden
weapon.
can't buy a tank.
This is so
Let's be
stupid.
real.
What a stupid topic.
Joe Biden.
I feel like Joe Biden be like,
stupid
I feel
old
like a
people
ninja.
Money. He's got like old white money, but Donald Trump has like money. And I get there's like documentaries about how a lot of it's credit, but that someone
Biden
credit
would
him
walk
a
out and be
tank.
like, I pick a katana.
Someone just
Trump
for
be like, I
ad
pick an
revenue
army
when
of
it's
ninjas.
streamed,
No,
Donald Trump would show up
It's
and
very
be like,
stupid. This is all
I
stupid.
love Pepsi. And just get in his tank. And he
If
would've
you
paid for
guys
his
were in
tank.
in a melee fight, what weapon would you pick?
in a melee fight.
In a melee fight.
You get a hand-to-hand combat weapon. What would you pick? I think spear.
Stupid
Spear.
fucking topic.
Well, you get stabbed with a spear because you don't even got a weapon. You'd be like,
A
this is
shield.
stupid. I'm not picking.
I
I'll
pick a
stab you."
shield. Fuck you.
A shield.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab you in the ankles so many times.
I'm gonna break your spear with my shield.
If you could, I suppose. But I think one stab in the
Yeah,
ankle.
yeah.
One stab in the ankle. If I had a full
How do you
working
picture
ankles,
me going like, oh.
Yeah, but I forgot that you're so well versed with the fucking spear.
I don't think stabbing.
I'm sorry.
I don't think stabbing is that hard to do.
I
With a
forgot
spear.
that you were fucking classically trained with spears.
I didn't pick
My
ninja
fault.
stars. I
Fuck.
picked a stick that's sharp. I
That's-
feel like I can make that
That's
work.
a terrible weapon. Why would you pick a sharp stick?
What would you pick? I mean, there's gonna be a piece of metal on the end. What would you pick? A
Right,
sword? If I got
Yeah,
an
I can't
8-foot
break a
sharp
sword.
stick, I'm gonna stab you.
All right. How about this? A trident. My trident
There you
can
go.
easily
Triple
kick
spear.
your
A triple
spear's
spear.
ass.
There you go. You lost.
I might have lost.
Yeah. Like
It'd be a
fuck.
decent fight.
How about this?
No!
Chainsaw.
Can you believe people did that? They didn't
My
have chainsaws.
chainsaw will destroy
There
your
you
spear.
go.
People
will
did
destroy
that.
your
Can you believe that
trident.
gladiators were a thing?
Pick two spears. You
Like-
pick a spear. I pick two spears.
They-
I won, bitch. Fuck you.
You could still lose it. Too.
Fuck you.
I mean, I'd be like bow and arrow, like gun. You can't have a gun.
that's
Bow
not a
and arrow,
melee weapon.
I suppose.
Fuck.
Throwing spears. It's a melee weapon.
Throwing spears. This is so stupid.
There is no difference between a spear and a throwing spear.
That's what I'm saying.
Politicians are like, weapon I choose. Sexy whores. I'm gonna take pictures with sexy young whores.
This is so stupid. Where is this gone? What a stupid.
I mean, if you got better topics to jump onto, but I think presidents
Definitely.
fighting to the death is probably pretty decent.
You chose presidential death match of all things.
What's wrong with presidential death match?
That's stupid and unrealistic and
We would probably get better options to choose from than we have now.
what is.
Because if you're 95, you wouldn't pick to do that. You know what I mean? You get a bunch of 20, 30, maybe even a
Everybody that
40-year-old.
runs for president is 90 fucking 5.
That's
So
a
let me
pro.
guess,
But
you
I'm
would
saying,
also support it if people were just in office forever, if they could keep defending their title.
I know, right? Like,
yeah, honestly, if you
oh,
can beat the young lion,
So you're in favor for a monarchy, is what you're saying.
I feel like we could just do. We don't have to have
you
weapons. We'll do
ever
MMA
seen,
matches.
Idiocracy?
I feel like Brock Lesnar would be a decent
Because
president.
that's what you're talking
that.
about.
Yeah,
I
no,
haven't.
he hasn't. But he, dude, I pulled one over on him one day where I was like we were super drunk and I was like, dude, we need electrolytes. It's what the body needs. He was
Dude,
like,
yeah.
is that what they say?
I started buying electrolytes.
just because I said that.
I was like
bullshit.
buying Pedialyte and shit.
Just because I said that bullshit, like he fell for it.
my God.
I was
Which
like,
is from
I
the
feel like
movie.
there's a thing to that.
And it's just a quote from
Well,
a
let
movie
me ask
about
you this.
stupidity.
I was like science,
Would
you know.
would you like to drink queso through a tube?
Cheese through a tube. I mean, I can have chips on the side for sure.
I can't, dude. This is too stupid. Where is this gone?
You like chips and queso?
It's like 1 a.m.
I need to go to bed.
Biden stabbing Trump.
I mean, I don't need to go to bed. It's just that this conversation is shit.
What if they just did an MMA fight? Like, can you see Trump doing a roundhouse kick,
No,
a
never.
capoeira kick?
Never.
Oh my god.
Like, man,
How stupid! What
the
is
commentary
stupid?
be like, Trump has a really good right hook. Oh man, the jab.
This has
Biden
been
is keeping him at distance on the
before-
jab, but the right hook is coming through. Oh,
before-
overhand. Oh, he's down. He's down.
Before you asked me that question about a roundhouse kick, did you think what my answer would probably be?
I mean, as soon as I said roundhouse kick, I was just thinking Chuck Norris, because nobody really does
No.
those.
You should have thought, if I ask him a question this stupid, he's probably going to think that was a really stupid question, so I probably shouldn't ask it.
I thought it was clever, and I'm being very insightful from many different angles.
Oh, yeah.
You think
Yeah,
it's
that was...
insightful
That
to
was
say what if presidents fought to the death and the reigning president could be president forever?
I mean, I think Al Gore would have had a good chance that year if it were that case. I mean, he
I
lost
feel
to
like-
who? Bush? He'd have beat the
I
fuck out of
feel, I
Bush.
feel like you need to move to England where they have a monarchy because that's the way things roll. Because you're clearly...
I don't think they fight to the death in England. I
You
think
are
they...
clearly in favor of a monarchy. You are clearly in favor
No.
of that.
You have
No,
to go to
no.
Africa or something. where
Right.
there's
Not a-
you need
not a monarchy.
Yeah, you need to move to like New Guinea, dude.
No, I
Or
like
some
dictatorship.
Yeah,
like,
West
I think,
Africa, where people name themselves like General something.
No, I think-
just because it's scary.
I think Putin's
and
doing it
dress
right.
up in like
Putin's like have a
1990s
black belt.
Russian
Yeah, no.
clothes from the Cold
You
War.
need to you
I
need
fight
to
bears.
you need to go live in Somalia, dude.
No, I like Russia. They're also white. And
Yeah, or like China, where they've had the same ruler for like 38
Yeah,
years
there's-
because nobody.
Do you
could
think
overtake
Russian
them.
Move
white
to-
people are
move
the
to
toughest
Russia,
white people?
because-
Who's the scariest white people?
Hang on.
God, what a dumb question!
There's-
You are just on it with these dumb questions.
Scariest white people. Who's
There's
that?
a photo
Russian,
shoot
right?
of Putin riding a bear.
He's scarier than Americans, right?
That's such an odd thing. What if we got a photo shoot of any president? But for
Dude,
now, let's picture Donald Trump
Do you know how many?
riding a bear.
Do you know how many American households would have that picture if Donald Trump rode a bear holding a flag? Dude, it'd be in 80% of the Southern households. They'd be like, "This is my guy,"
It would be iconic.
and they'd be like,
it would be iconic.
Putin would be like behind him in a slower animal."
This is so dumb.
I
We're talking about
But
Donald
that's a
Trump.
real thing that happened. Putin really had
Yeah.
a photo shoot of him riding a bear through the woods.
mean, I just told you I think Russians are the scariest white people. Can you name a scarier version? Irish? No. Leprechauns. Who's the scarier white people?
I don't know any United States Marine ever. Are you
Scarier than
fu-
Russia?
Duh.
Oh yeah, because Marines ride bears.
I bet you any Marine that's not riding a bear could kick Putin's ass on a bear. Fuck
I disagree.
you.
Putin's a black belt in judo.
He's 110 fucking years old. Go fuck yourself.
he was
I
like-
could kick Putin's
I thought he
ass.
was like 50.
I could kick Putin's
How
ass.
old is Putin?
I don't fucking know, but I could kick that old
God,
ass. Putin's
uneducated
ass.
podcast, but we have fun.
This is stupid. This is a dumbass podcast.
How old is
I am
Putin?
disappointed in this.
Why? I'm not disappointed. I think this is
like
fun.
this
too
is-
high or something.
How old is
Yeah,
Putin?
this is.
I mean, most of our podcasts are bullshit. This one's very interesting. I would listen to this.
I would not.
What? Would you ride a bear?
Is this a random ideas podcast?
How old is Putin?
I would never ride a bear. That seems like a terrible idea.
Then you fucking not Russian at all. Clearly.
I'm definitely not a Russian.
Who said that any of us were Russian?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, I'm just saying they're better than us, and you're like, I wouldn't ride a bear, but they do. So
They don't do that.
he just told me Putin has a picture of him riding a bear.
You told me that.
He told me that.
Well, whatever. It's not like every Russian. It's not like they go to work on bears. They tie their bear up to a post like it's a fucking horse.
Oh, you really think they?
They don't do that shit. No, they drive cars. Damn it.
Oh, he's 68. You're right. He's
Yeah.
probably not fucking.
He's old as
everybody
fuck.
else.
He tries to fight one of us. He'll break his fucking
He'd
hip.
fuck up Trump though. Trump's 74 and he drinks Coke and McDonald's. Joe Biden's 78. You think he's gonna be dead in 5 years?
Maybe. I don't know. He seems like he eats a lot of quinoa.
He's had like brain surgery twice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but this is dumb.
It's political. I think I would like to hear this kind of politics. I don't care what's in the stimulus bill. I'd like to know what president could really hold his own in the fucking bear fight. You know,
I just want my money.
I do want my money. Biden's doing good by the money. But what if he sent you money and beat the fuck out of the bear? Wouldn't you be like, that's my guy?
What?
Like if a bear, like say he was hiking.
So
Say-
he
Oh my God.
gave us all $1,400, and beat up a bear.
No.
I'd be like, yeah, that's my president.
Say a news story broke.
What?
Say one day President Joe Biden was hiking in Colorado mountains, and a grizzly bear, which didn't really live there, but for whatever reason it was there, attacked him. And somehow Joe Biden rolled down the mountain with this guy and ended up killing the bear with a rock. And in the scuffle, rolling down the hill, killing the bear with the rock, he was like, the American people need more money for this virus. So he murdered the bear, and then he stood up.
That's what I'm saying.
And for whatever reason, there's a newscaster there, and he's like, yes, I killed that bear because I'm a great president, America.
Why is this Jesse's Random Thoughts podcast now?
I know, right? Like,
so he killed the bear with the rock. He stands up. He's like, the American people need help
I
from the
don't know
virus.
what has happened, but this is stupid.
What are you talking about?
And for like the last 35 minutes, it's been stupid as fuck.
You're just jealous because if you rolled down the hill with a bear, you wouldn't kill it like Biden did.
No. No.
Dude, Biden against a grizzly bear.
With the rock, Biden with the rock versus a grizzly bear on a hill.
Biden all day.
Dude,
What the fuck
a
ever?
bear can run faster uphill than you can run downhill.
Right. Like, what?
But they can't run faster than I can fall down a hill. So that was what gave Biden the edge.
So you think a 78-year-old man is going to be able to fight a grizzly bear
And just
after
by-
falling down a hill?
And just by happenstance, kill said bear while tumbling down the hill with the bear and a rock?
I think you guys are ageists for assuming he couldn't. I think you're going, he's just
I don't
old.
think any human, regardless of age, could pull that off.
There was a guy that got attacked by a mountain lion, and he choked him rolling down
I
the hill.
don't think The Rock and Brock Lesnar
Together?
both wielding rocks versus a grizzly bear could win.
Dude, the bear would be like, fuck that.
No.
And he would leave.
The bear would be like, this is a great meal.
All right, say that you have their cubs behind you.
Brock Lesnar would rape that bear.
No, a bear. You have no idea how strong and huge a bear is.
A bear would rape Brock Lesnar, but I think Biden has a chance if he has a rock. That's all I'm saying.
What?
That's
Against
how
the
American
Rock?
he is. He's with a rock against a bear. He's that American.
You think that Brock Lesnar
Would
couldn't
die from
do
a bear.
it,
Yeah.
But Biden could.
But he's gonna have a rock. You see my argument?
No. Not at all.
What's wrong with you?
This is so dumb.
Oh my god.
Fuck
I
it.
need
We're
to
almost at
stop
an
that.
hour. We're done.
All right.
Push the button.
Wait, which is the right one?
Oh my
Okay, I
God.
got it. Wait, no, that's not it. That's it for the big fellas. Thanks for watching. We're gonna go eat.